सभ खां पहिरियां हिकु नज़र हेडलाइंस ते। पीटीआई अॼु रावलपिंडी में जलसे जूं तैयारियूं मुकमल करे वरतियूं। मरी रोड ते स्टेज तैयार। इमरान खान हेलीकॉप्टर ज़रिए रावलपिंडी जे ज़रई यूनिवर्सिटी पहुचण बाद जलसे गाह पहुचंदो। रावलपिंडी में जलसे में शिरकत लाइ मुख़्तलिफ़ शहरनि खां काफ़िलनि अचण जो सिलसिलो जारी। मुल्क जे मुख़्तलिफ़ शहरनि खां राति खां काफ़िला पहुचण शुरू थी विया। अॻुवाणनि पारां आजियां जलसे सबबि गादीअ वारे शहर इस्लामाबाद जा केतिरा ई रस्ता बंदि, कंटेनर्स लॻाया विया। पेशावर गिलगित बल्तिस्तान जे शहर ऐं इलाइक़नि मां ईंदड़ काफ़िलनि लाइ मुतबादिल रस्तनि जो बंदोबस्त। तहरीक इंसाफ़ सरबराह इमरान खान जो चवणु आहे त एस्टेब्लिशमेंट खे नए सिर शुरूआत करणी आहे। जिन ज़ुल्म कया उन्हनि खे फारिग करे। ॿिनि या टिनि माण्हुनि जे ख़िलाफ़ हुजण जो मतिलबु सॼे इदारे ख़िलाफ़ हुजणु नाहे। इमरान खान चयो आहे त मुल्क बि मुंहिंजो ऐं फ़ौज बि मुंहिंजी आहे। कुझु माण्हू फ़ौज सां वेढ़ाइणु चाहिनि था। अॼु हक़ीक़ी आज़ादीअ लाइ रावलपिंडी पहुची रहियो आहियां। वफ़ाक़ी घरू वज़ीर राना सनाउल्लाह चयो आहे त क़ौम पाक फ़ौज जे किरदार जी वाकाण कई आहे। इमरान खान धमकियूं ॾेई इलेक्शन जी तारीख़ वठणु चाहे थो। राना सनाउल्लाह जो चवणु आहे त इमरान खान ॿुधी छॾे त हिन खे रावलपिंडीअ मां इलेक्शन जी तारीख़ न मिलंदी। पाक फ़ौज तरफ़ां आइनी किरदार अदा करण जो अज़म अवाम जे मुफ़ाद में आहे। आर्मी चीफ जी मुक़ररी तकरारी बणाइण वारियूं कोशिशूं नाकाम थियूं। वफ़ाक़ी घरू वज़ीर जो चवणु आहे त एजेंसियुनि रावलपिंडी जलसे में दहशतगर्दीअ जो अलर्ट जारी कयो आहे। वफ़ाक़ी हुकूमत पीटीआई सां मशरूत ॻाल्हियुनि ते राज़ी थी वई। नाणे वारे वफ़ाक़ी वज़ीर इसाक़ दार जो चवणु आहे त पीटीआई सां गैर मशरूत ॻाल्हियूं करे सघजनि थियूं। ॻाल्हियुनि खां अॻु में को बि शर्त क़बूल नाहे। इसाक़ दार जो चवणु आहे त सियासी पार्टियुनि खे मुल्की मैशत बहितर करण लाइ गॾु वेहणो पवंदो। सदर आरिफ अलवीअ सां बि मैशत ते ॻाल्हियुनि लाइ मुलाक़ात कई हुई। मोटरवे मेगा करप्शन स्कैंडल जी जांच जारी। सिंध सरकार जे जोड़ियल जांच कमेटी नैब FIA जांच में रुधल 3 अरब 61 करोड़नि जी करप्शन जी जांच लाइ रेवेन्यू अमलदारनि ऐं खातेदारनि जा बयान रिकॉर्ड। NHA जे ठेकेदार रहमतुल्लाह सोलंकी, शुआब मल्ला ऐं ॿियनि खे बि जांच में शामिल करण जा इतला। हिकु हफ़्तो गुज़रण बावजूद नौशारो फिरोज ज़िले में DC मुक़ररु न थियो। कारोबार ठप बणियल। सिंध में वबाई बीमारियुनि ते ज़ाब्तो न आयो। मलेरिया विघे फ़ौतगियुनि जो सिलसिलो रुकिजी न सघियो। अॼु वधीक 4 ॼणा फ़ौत। ठुल में मलेरिया विघे 2 ॿारड़ा फ़ौत। ॻोठ मुग़ल लाशारी में 2 वरिहनि जो नौमान लाशारी ऐं ॻोठ कबूल खान बंगलाणी में 3 वरिहनि जो मुज़म्मिल बंगलाणी मलेरिया विघे फ़ौत। वाई पांधीअ जे ॻोठ मोहम्मद बख्श लगारी में औरत, गुडी ज़ाल गुल ऐं नौजवान बख्श पुट छुट्टो मलेरिया विघे दम ॾिनो। ठुल में मलेरिया विघे फ़ौतगियुनि जो अंग 44 ऐं वाही पांधी में 60 थी वियो। उबावड़ो भरिसां रेती लिंक रोड ते पुलिस जो ॾोहारियुनि सां मुबैना मुक़ाबिलो। पुलिस पारां हिकु ॾोहारीअ खे मारण जी दावा। पुलिस जो चवणु आहे त गश्त दौरान सेवण शाख वटि ॾोह जे इरादे सां बीठल ॾोहारियुनि सां मुक़ाबले में बदनाम ढाढ़ियल दिलबर जखराणी मारिजी वियो। संदसि जा 3 साथी फरार थी वञण में कामयाब थी विया।
Headline news was brought to you by
तो सरसब्ज नाइट्रोफॉस को लगा और जीतता जा।
कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
फर्टिलाइजर कंपनी पंहिंजे हारियुनि सां गॾु आहे। असांखे यकीन आहे त ही ॾुखियो वक़्तु बि गुज़री वेंदो। सलाम किसान, सरसब्ज पाकिस्तान।
नाज़रीन, अहम ख़बर खां अव्हांखे आगाह कंदा हलूं त पीटीआई अॼु रावलपिंडी में जलसे जूं तैयारियूं मुकमल करे वरतियूं आहिनि। मरी रोड ते स्टेज तैयार। इमरान खान हेलीकॉप्टर ज़रिए रावलपिंडी जे ज़रई यूनिवर्सिटी पहुचण बाद जलसे गाह पहुचंदो। तहरीक इंसाफ़ सरबराह इमरान खान जो चवणु आहे त एस्टेब्लिशमेंट खे नए सिर शुरूआत करणी आहे। जिन ज़ुल्म कया उन्हनि खे फारिग करे। 2 या 3 माण्हुनि जे ख़िलाफ़ हुजण जो मतिलबु सॼे इदारे ख़िलाफ़ हुजणु नाहे। इमरान खान चयो आहे त मुल्क बि मुंहिंजो ऐं फ़ौज बि मुंहिंजी आहे। कुझु माण्हू फ़ौज सां वेढ़ाइणु चाहिनि था। अॼु हक़ीक़ी आज़ादीअ लाइ रावलपिंडी पहुची रहियो आहियां। नाज़रीन असां तव्हांखे हिकु भेरो ॿीहर अहम ख़बर खां आगाह कंदा हलूं त पीटीआई अॼु रावलपिंडी में जलसे जूं तयारियूं मुकमल करे वरितियूं। मरी रोड ते स्टेज तयार इमरान खान हेलीकॉप्टर ज़रिए रावलपिंडी जी ज़रई यूनिवर्सिटी पहुचण बाद जलसेगाह पहुचंदो। तहरीक इंसाफ सरबराह इमरान खान जो चवणु आहे त एस्टेब्लिशमेंट खे नए सिर शुरूआत करणी आहे। जिन ज़ुल्म कया उन्हनि खे फारिग करे ॿिनि या टिनि माण्हुनि जे ख़िलाफ़ हुजण जो मतिलबु सॼे इदारे जे ख़िलाफ़ हुजणु नाहे। इमरान खान चयो आहे त मुल्क मुंहिंजो ऐं फ़ौज मुंहिंजी आहे। कुझु माण्हू फ़ौज सां वेढ़ाइणु चाहिनि था। अॼु हक़ीक़ी आज़ादीअ लाइ रावलपिंडी पहुची रहियो आहियां। नाज़रीन बुलेटिन में ख़बरुनि जो सिलसिलो जारी आहे। हिते अव्हांखे अहम ख़बर खां आगाह कंदा हलूं त वफ़ाक़ी हुकूमत पीटीआई सां मशरूत ॻाल्हियुनि ते राज़ी थी वई आहे। नाणे वारे वफ़ाक़ी वज़ीर इसाक़ डार जो चवणु आहे त पीटीआई सां गैर मशरूत ॻाल्हियूं करे सघजनि थियूं। ॻाल्हियुनि खां अॻु को बि शर्त क़बूल नाहे। इसाक़ डार जो चवणु आहे त सियासी पार्टियुनि खे मुल्की मैशत बहितर करण लाइ गॾु वेहणो पवंदो। सदर आरिफ अलवी सां बि मैशत ते ॻाल्हियुनि लाइ मुलाक़ात कई हुई। नाज़रीन अहम ख़बर खां अव्हांखे हिकु भेरो ॿीहर आगाह कंदा हलूं त वफ़ाक़ी हुकूमत पीटीआई सां मशरूत ॻाल्हियुनि ते राज़ी थी वई। नाणे वारे वफ़ाक़ी वज़ीर इसाक़ डार जो चवणु आहे त पीटीआई सां गैर मशरूत ॻाल्हियूं करे सघजनि थियूं। ॻाल्हियुनि खां अॻु को बि शर्त क़बूल नाहे। इसाक़ डार जो चवणु आहे त सियासी पार्टियुनि खे मुल्की मैशत बहितर करण लाइ गॾु वेहणो पवंदो। सदर आरिफ अलवी सां बि मैशत ते ॻाल्हियुनि लाइ मुलाक़ात कई हुई।
Generous to allocate some time from his very busy schedule, and we had very productive and fruitful discussion as to how to further strengthen our bonds and promote our trade, investment and defense production. So Miljam COVID is a great step forward, which was launched yesterday, and it's a joint cooperation project between Turkey and Pakistan. One vessel was launched in Karachi a few months ago, and yesterday we saw this great event that another ship was launched here in Istanbul. This is, I think, one of the finest moments of our relations to strengthen and enhance our defense production and joint cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, may I offer once again our deep condolences for those Turkish brothers and sisters who were martyred by terrorists in a barbaric action against innocent people of Turkey. Our hearts go out for the families, and we pray to Allah Almighty to grant all of them place in Jannah, inshallah. Turkey has been victim of terrorist attacks like Pakistan, and we are very happy to note that Turkish authorities were able to haul up terrorists within no time, which sent a very strong message to all and sundry that Turkish strength to fight this menace cannot be taken lightly. So we share your grief, your pain, as much as Pakistan suffered for long years the hands of these terrorists, and as we all know and agree, the terrorists have no religion, they are not human beings, and they belong to no one's land. They are terrorists, they are cruel, they are barbaric, and the entire peace-loving community should act together against them with great strength and effort. Pakistan paid huge sacrifices to fight this menace, and Alhamdulillah, to a very large extent, they have been defeated. But in the process, our officers from the armed forces of Pakistan, our sepoys from law enforcing agencies, common man, traders, doctors, mothers, children, paid huge sacrifices to defeat them. We are also very grateful to Brother Tayyip Erdogan and Turkish government and the people of Turkey for helping Pakistan once again during the recent floods which devastated a large swath of population from the province of Sindh to Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab and northern areas. 33 million people were affected by these merciless floods. Millions of houses were either completely damaged or partially damaged. More than 1,700 people, including children, left this world. And Brother Tayyip Erdogan called me the same night, and subsequently air bridge was established between Ankara and Islamabad and Karachi and other places of Pakistan. Trains loaded with goods for flood-affected people, having tents, food, medicines, and medical teams, blankets, were sent almost every day. So I would like to once again thank my brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, the government of Turkey and the people of Turkey. That, like always, Turkey was the forefront to assist millions of people who were marooned in the water. Ladies and gentlemen, our friendship, our brotherhood is known to all and sundry. The world knows that Turkey and Pakistan are like two brothers, like a family. Our hearts beat together. Although we speak different languages, but we know what we are saying to each other. Our hearts and minds understand it extremely well. But our relations, historical fraternal relations, are not properly reflected through the volume of trade and investment between the two countries. I know there is no dearth of efforts on your side. I think you are too keen and desirous to come and invest in Pakistan and vice versa. But then, trade is trade, investment is investment. These are governed by commercial rules and regulations. And obviously money flows to those parts where it finds itself very comfortable in terms of investment rules and regulations, in terms of profitability, and in terms of security of investment. That goes without saying, and I deeply appreciate this philosophy. And this is not only between us, it is, I think, governed by rules through centuries, and this will continue to be the case for all times to come. But again, we should have sat down in previous decades and thrashed out these issues and problems in our way. For reasons it has not happened, but it is never too late, my brothers, my sisters. I believe in this time-tested quote that wherever there is a will, there is a way. So let's start today and let's look forward. Let's learn our experience from the past and move with speed so that we can compensate the losses of the past and make dividends from now onwards. There is immense potential, infinite potential and capacities on both sides between Turkey and Pakistan. Let us synergize them. Let us put our act together and move speedily so that we can show to the world that it is not just brotherhood that we talk about in our speeches, in our lectures, in our schools, in our universities, in our stanzas, but we have the will and the commitment and sincerity of purpose to convert these into action and can implement them with fullest force of commitment and at our disposal. I know that certain Turkish companies have been wronged, not by design, but I think sometimes red tape comes in the way, lethargy, lack of understanding of the bigger picture, and sometimes bureaucracy creates hurdles, and it's not new to us. I think the entire world is aware of it. But important thing is that we need to cut this red tape with a very sharp scissor. We need to simplify our business regulations to promote investment, and you are sure that it is secured under all circumstances. Governments come and go, but investments will never be disturbed. The system will never change, rather improve and keep on improving to meet the requirements of the day. I know my brothers sitting on the left side and right side who have been given very bad treatment and for no rhyme or reason. Last time when I was here, I sincerely offered my apology, and once again I'm doing it. Yesterday when I was with my very respected brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, I had to hear this complaint once again after my visit to China. China, as you know, is a very sincere friend of Pakistan, and under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor Framework. China has invested in Pakistan to the tune of $33 billion from 2015 or 2014 to 2018, before the completion of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's government. Subsequently, this process slowed down. And like President Tayyip Erdogan, and rightly so, was conveying to me in a very brotherly fashion, in a very sweet fashion, that Brother Shahbaz Sharif, Turkish companies are more than eager to come and invest in Pakistan, but companies who have invested in Pakistan are not getting their payments. And he was not wrong. IPP companies, Turkish airlines, they are not getting the payments. And he was not wrong. It's very unfortunate that this is, sadly enough, this is a fact. And then other problems. This is exactly what I was conveyed in Beijing. And this is exactly what I was conveyed yesterday evening at the dinner meeting. I want to convey to my brothers here and my sisters here in no uncertain terms that this situation is not acceptable to my government, to me, and to the people of Pakistan, who have benefited from Turkish investments, from Turkish wonderful support, and yet we're not able to fulfill our financial obligations. I want to convey this message to all of you sitting here in this hall, and through you to the people of Turkey, whether they live in Ankara or Istanbul or Erzurum or other places, that we are brothers like a family, and we will not tolerate such snags and impediments which hurt our brotherly relations. We will, inshallah, do everything within our domain to address your genuine issues. And I was very happy to hear a wonderful voice that my friend, my brother, with a very smart beard and a young man, Sinanak, that his problems have been resolved. And now they are, moving forward to have financial close. I'm very happy, at least some voice of comfort for me and my colleagues here. And back home, 220 million Pakistanis whose hearts beat with your hearts. And I'm saying this with utmost command, at my disposal, that hearts of the people of Turkey beat together with the hearts of the people of Pakistan. So I think, like he has, conveyed a message of great satisfaction, I think tomorrow and day after and week to follow, we will all, inshallah, convey this message of great satisfaction, which will be extremely important to promote our business and trade relations. My brother Mehran is a wonderful brother and a friend, and is there under the instructions of President Tayyip Erdogan to speedily complete procedures in the Parliament, Turkish National Assembly, the trade and goods agreement which was signed between my brother Naveed Kama, our Minister for Commerce, and my brother Mehmet has to be now ratified through the parliamentarian procedures, and I'm sure this will be accomplished very soon, as indicated by Brother President Tayyip Erdogan last night, and this will be a great step forward to, I think, achieve our targets in times to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before moving forward, I will take up a few comments and respond to them which were raised here, which are relevant and which are important. And without addressing them, I don't think we would have earned our breakfast this morning. Thank you very much for this wonderful hospitality, my brother Mehmet. We have signed a memorandum of agreement to enhance our trade volume from a very small amount, paltry amount of billion and a half to $5 billion in the next 3 years. These are peanuts, honestly speaking. Turkish trade, is hovering around $220 billion. $250 billion. And trade between Pakistan and Turkey is just $1 or $1.5 billion. Just a fraction of a percent. And it does not augur well for our relationship. The world, talks about it. Oh, you are brothers and friends, but your trade is just $1 billion. And there is infinite potential on your side and our side to, I think, jack it up to $5 billion in 3 years. I think it's not a big task at all. So let's resolve and let's commit today that we will do everything to achieve this target in 3 years, rather double it in 3 years. And that is, again, not a big task. And when my brother said that mehnat kamyabi ki kunji hai, that hard work and hard work and hard work and untiring efforts is the key to a wonderful success story. Without hard work, we can keep on making wonderful speeches and write wonderful summaries and do wonderful feasibilities. It will be of no consequence at all unless it is converted into action through hard work and untiring efforts, like President Tayyip Erdogan has done for the people of Turkey and transform Turkey into a modern and forward-looking society in the community of nations. And this is what I firmly believe in. And inshallah, through hard work and untiring efforts and sincerity of purpose, we will achieve these targets. The world is passing through very difficult challenges, like Russia-Ukrainian conflict, which has led to spiraling world commodity prices. Oil prices have touched, highest level in recent history. Gas is not available, and developing countries like Pakistan is suffering for no rhyme or reason. And similarly, there have been shortages of items like wheat and fertilizer, which are so badly required by agrarian economies like Pakistan. And again, the credit goes to my brother Tayyip Erdogan to have resolved through wonderful diplomacy and rescued a very difficult situation the world had been facing for the last more than a year, ever since this conflict started and shipments of grain and wheat started taking place from Ukraine. I think the entire credit goes to my wonderful brother Tayyip Erdogan, his vision, his diplomacy, combined with efforts of Secretary General of United Nations. Mr. Guterres is a wonderful man. He speaks the language of the common man in this world. His heart goes out for the teeming millions, for widows, for orphans, for destitutes, and those who have suffered hugely at the hands of disasters without their fault. Ladies and gentlemen, next is renewable energy. Now, my government has decided, and we are absolutely resolved, it's an iron resolve, that we want to cut down our very expensive
नाज़रीन ही हुयूं हिन वक्त ताईं जो ख़बरूं वधीक ख़बरुनि ऐं अपडेट जे लाइ विज़िट कंदा असांजी वेबसाइट mehran.tv ऐं ॾिसंदा रहो मेहरान टीवी न्यूज़।
This program is brought to you by
तो सरसब्ज नाइट्रोफॉस को लगा और जीतता जा।
कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
तमाम फर्टिलाइजर कंपनी पंहिंजे हारियुनि सां गॾु आहे। असांखे यकीन आहे त ही ॾुखियो वक़्तु बि गुज़री वेंदो। सलाम किसान, सरसब्ज पाकिस्तान।
जी नाज़रीन, प्रोग्राम शबे महरान में दानिश मेहदी जो महरान टेलीविजन जो हिन